Guys, welcome back to Smart Education Tech. Today video we will learn a new project that is an employee management system backend project. So in this project we will use skills that is Java, Spring Framework, Springboot, MySQL, and Postman for the checking your APIs. MySQL for storing your data. Springboot is a tools. It's a framework which is easily to use for the APIs, and they will perform operation that is verify by email and password. And the second one is get all employee. Third one is get employee by ID, and the fourth one is add a new employee, and fifth one is update an employee, and the sixth one is delete an employee. So let's go to the your Spring Boot tools and start the project. So first of all, open your ID. If you have a Eclipse, open as a run as administrator. If you have a Spring tool tool, just open as a run as administrator. Why I am saying this? Because you will get sometimes error. To avoid that error, you have to run your ID run as administrator to avoid that error. So let's start the project. Yes, click on the create new Spring starter project. Click on it. Here you will see that name of the project is already mentioned because the previously I created that project. That's why it's showing. So what we are doing here in the name section, you just write employee management system backend, type Maven, packaging jar, language Java, and the version you should have more than 17 JDK, 17, 21, 23. Any one of them is enough. If you have a older one, that is, if you have a JDK 8, then you will get sometimes compile time error, but you can create your project in the based on the JDK 8 also. And the group of ID is org.jsp. You can write whatever you want to the ID. I'm just mentioning the group org.jsp. And the artifact ID I mentioned is employee service. You can write anything if you want to employee service 1, 2, 3, whatever you want to write here. And the description, you just write employee management system, service, anything you want to write. This is here. I'm writing employee management system. And the package which I mentioned is org Springboot dot employee management system. This that much is already showing that is a Spring Boot org dot Spring Boot, but you have to write one more package where you want to create your project. So that I'm mentioning that employee management system, and after that click on next, and you have to add the dependency what you need to add in your project. So for the database connectivity, we need a MySQL, and for the tools which is used to develop our application, we need a Spring Boot dev tools. And we also need a Spring Data JPA for dealing with query and data. And we need a Spring Web for the uh, JSON format, and if you want to run your API in the Chrome, it will run. Also, we need a theme lib for the annotations also, and also we need Lombok. Lombok is a dependency which is used to uh, write some shortcuts like add the rate constructor, add the rate getters, etc. What they will do, they just don't need to create getters and setters and constructor at all. You just mention the one annotation that is a add the rate constructor. It will work fine. But before it works, you need to install Lombok in your system ID. So you have to first install the Lombok in your IDE. Then you have to use this dependency. Otherwise, it will not work. And click on next after adding this dependency and finish it. So it's installing now. Now you can see here will installing here. So after installing, we'll do the something else. Let's complete this. Yeah, it will be created. It will take some time more time. So after completing this project, you can see the structure of our project is SASE main Java, where the all the code will be implemented, and inside the SRC main resources, where our database connectivity will be configured. Whatever the configuration you need, you have to write inside the application dot properties. And also we have JRE, where all the dependency and the framework library is there. So if you're not getting this kind of structures in your system, what you need to do, you just click on your project, click on right, and then go to the build path. Okay, then click on right, build path, and configure build path. You will see there. This is the thing is selected already. Okay, so you just select all these things, whatever I mention is, and apply it and close it. You will get this kind of structures. So that's all about this video. Next video, we will create the database and also create the our tables in the next video. So what we need to do first is just configure the our database connectivity. So go to the SRC main resources and click on the application dot properties. And here you have to configure your database connectivity. So I will let's see copy and now I just pasted. Yeah, you just do the same things, just copy and paste it, or you will get from my GitHub. So you just copy and paste this configuration. But what you need to notice that is this is our URL where you have a student management system. This is a database. So what do you need to write here? Your database name. So I just mentioned it. Right? Oh, why only employee management. This is a database name. If it's not present in my database, it will create this directly in the database. That is the employee management system. This is the our database name. What are the tables name? We'll discuss later. First, we just configure the our database connectivity. Here, a string dot data source dot username root. So in my MySQL, the username is root. What is your username in your MySQL? You just mention that name, and the password is admin. Whatever your password in your MySQL, you just mention that password admin or root or whatever the password you mention there. And you just also use a driver class which is needed to driver where the all the methods are present in the database. form.mysql.pj.jdbc driver. The real auto update. So we did a string.jpa.properties Hibernate format SQL true. You will get the format of your executions, how they are executing in your console. We just for that you need a format of SQL and Spring JPA so SQL true will showing your queries as well. And Spring JPA property Hibernate dot dialect is a MySQL dialect. It is a 8 version of 8. So mention that and we'll save it. Now let's go to the project part. Go to the SRC main Java. The first package we need here is control and PSC package. It will already come on the Springboot employee management system because it already here. Okay, click on this package. This is a parent package. Inside of parent package, we just create a sub package. That is first one is dot entity. Entity. Here our tables are there inside this package. So finish it. We'll create that package here. Click on this package, control N and class. Write the class name is employee. Employee. This is our employee class and finish it. Inside of this entity class, we just created the employee. Employee is our table name. So what we need to do, at the rate entity, 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 and control the space, it will annotate as an entity. Means in your database, the table will be created with the name of employee. So that's why we just annotated as an entity. If you already practice of Java Springboot project, so you already know about these annotations. If you not, before that you have to plug these annotations what they are working. Your Spring framework, you also use this kind of annotations in there. If you already know that, you will be know about this. So what are the fields we needed inside of employee table is first of all private string name. Okay, then private string email, then private string department, the department, private double salary. Right, double because the salary have some types of decimal number. Decimal is private double salary and private string joining date. It also we needed PRI into private long mobile number and private string password. We also need a ID that is a private long long in anyway anything is fine int ID. So these are the fields we needed. Control M and what we needed here at the rate entity and at the rate ID. So it will annotated as a ID in my database. Also data generation generated values generated value is equal to identity generated demo. 1 second guys. A strategy is equal to generation type dot identity. So this will be annotated as an identity. To if you want to find something using ID, it will get the unique data and at the rate. Now this would be a nullable at the rate column is equal to nullable is equal to false. Copy and let's check here. Okay. over here, over here, and yeah, we just noted it as a nullable. But if you want to your email or mobile should be a unique, means the user which entered their mobile, it should be unique. It cannot be a copy. Means the two values with the same mobile number, it should be not available. Then suppose if you have Aadhaar card, so Aadhaar card should have a unique numbers. Means everyone have that unique numbers. Then you just need to add side of mobile or email. Unique is equal to true. Unique is equal to true. Whenever a client enter the duplicate values, it will show that the value is already present inside the database. You have to enter the another mobile numbers and email. But we but here we don't need to add a unique. Let's add it. It's not a big thing. And inside the email, comma unique is equal to yeah. After that, what do we need to do here? We need a constructor that two constructor. One is default constructor and parameters constructor. So let's create this. Right click, source, and generate getters and setters. Select all and sorry, first of all constructor. Okay, right click, source, generate constructor within field. Deselect. We need the default constructor as well. So generate constructor, deselect, and generate. You will get the default constructor as well as parameterized constructor. Now we also need a data constructors. I can use Lombok annotations. We don't need to write all these things, but some people, if they are not familiar with the Lombok, they will get trouble. So that's why I just write it constructor and data constructors. Select all and send. Yeah. So I'll show you that how that constructor and data setters will be annotated. If you are at the rate constructor, here we will get the see all arc constructor, no argument constructor has a number. Okay. If you mention this, you don't need to write the C. Here it's showing that that is already annotated here. You don't need to add the constructor here into it. So the error is gone. So that way you have to use of lumbo. If you remove this, you will not going to this error. So how they are working, you know that. Let's move to the our applications to create this tables inside the database. So save it and click on here, run as, not run as, just run it. Okay. To run it, you have to go to the starter project. Okay. Here in our parent project in package, we have employee management system backend application where the our application will be started. Okay. Go here and then run our project. Run as a Springboot app. Select run as Springboot app and click on OK. Let's see what we'll be getting inside of console. Let's run it. The our project will be created database version 8.0, account model undefined and resolution level. And we will get our integer, not department, email, mobile number, name, password, salary, and also we will get the query, how they are creating their table. And let's go to the MySQL and check our project, our database and table will be created or not. Let's go to the click on the local instance MySQL 8.2 and here just refresh it. Okay, refresh it and search it here. Employee management system. See, here we have a two employee management system. The first one is created now. This is a previous one. So let's go to the employee management system. And here we have a table employee. Let's go and click on it. Yeah, what we're getting here, we will get our table that is a ID, department, email, joining date, mobile number, name, password, salary. That's all about this in this video. Next video, we will deal with the database, save the data, create the data, delete the data, update the data. All those operations perform in the next video. So let's create the next package. Click on the parent package, Control and create package, right click, and here we have ORG Springboot dot employee management system management dot we need our repository package. Right to repository package where our SQL query we need to mention inside the repository package. Okay, control and here the class by white employee repository. Through this package, we will deal with the database using the HTML query. And sorry, it's not a class, it should be an interface. Interface, uh, interface should extend by one class is there inside the Java. That is JPA. It was the free side of what you need to first place. You have to write your table name that is employee and ID. Here we have to write in the you will get here a red line because we just need to import it in the this class interface. So employee equal space yeah here we will get the employee org dot springboot dot employee management dot entity where it's mentioned inside of entity package. Click on enter. Yeah, we will remove that error here. So how they are working will you will know in later when we perform verify by email and password. In that condition, you have to write the one query that is a typical query which is used to deal with the database. If their password and email is true, then you have to get the data. If not, you will not get the data or not verify your user. So that's done the repository package. Now we just need to also create the exception package where the our exception will be treated as a we will our project will run is normally you just need to create your own exception, that is a custom exception. So let's create that. So for that we need a exception package. So before you creating exception package, we need three things. The class of inside of entity package, we need to create the one more class. We can create one class. Here, what you need to write is the response, response, and inside of this, and this you have to consider as a T and close it. So what they are need to do is also we need the response, the structure. So see, automatically it's showing here response structure because my keyword is working to suggesting the response structure, and inside of this T and click on finish. So inside of this class, what we need to do, we need three things. So what the message will throw if they will get the any error in our project. So private print message, we call as a message. Then we need a private T data. We need a private int status code, status code. So these three fields is needed. One for the message, if the data will save in your database, then you have to write. If not, you have to write what they are showing in error. And the data, you have to write the what data you will get. And private status codes, you will get the HTTP protocols. What is the protocol will throw in that web API that will be get inside the status code. And what you need to do, you have to create the constructor and getters and getters setters. Source create generate a constructor with all the fields, and also we need a environment constructor that is also called it as a default constructor. Source generate constructor, deselect and generate. After that we need getters and setters. Click on right, go to the source and generate getters and setters and generated. So it completed now. Now we need to create one more package, that is a exception package to control. So for the parent package, control and write package. Here we will get the package, and next and dot we need the exception package and finish it. So inside of that, what you need to write, you have to write one is a student exception handler, which is a parent exception class, that is a control and class student exception handler. So here we need a employee uh, exception handler and finish it. It should be annotated as a controller advice. CUNT, controller advice. So it's treated as a exception class. So, it will be the parent package. parent exception where all the exception will be written. So also we need a one more class inside the exception package, control and class, and the package will be employee not found exception. Okay, employee not found exception package exception class. Okay. Let's go back to the employee exception handler and to create our exception handler. The first one is public response entity. That of response entity, we need a response structure, response structure. Inside of response structure, we need a string. Inside of a string, after that, you have to mention a handle, HLVD handle. That is our exception name. That is also called as a method name. Employee not and found exception. It will be the short form of the employee not found exception, and you write that step not found exception. So we have a employee not found exception class. So we have just mentioned the student not found exception. So before we develop the employee exception handler, we need to go first implement the employee not found exception. So what we need to do here, this class extended as a runtime exception, because the exception we will get is a runtime exception at serial version ID. And we need here a method that is a public student is happening here. Sorry, it's not a student. Employee not found exception. The string message super message and so come here and employee not found exception. So we will get this from employee not found class and exception. Exception. Side of that we have to write uh, response structure, string structure is equal to new. structure semicolon, and we need a triple with structure dot set message. What message you want to throw? So we just have an exception dot get message. So I will tell you explain. First we need to write it structure dot set status code. So HTTP status dot not found dot value. We will get the exception code as not found dot values. Structure dot set data. You will get you have to write the student not. So now you will know what I'm saying actually. And return it return new post entity the string and the structure comma http http status dot not found will return it as a structure format. So what we are doing here is structure dot set message exception dot get message. Why we are doing exception dot get message? Because whenever we get the message, you have to write inside the employee not exception class. So get back to here first, and also we need to annotate it as a exception handler. The employee 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 not found exception dot class class. So here inside of employee not found exception, we write public employee not found exception string message and super message. So whatever the message you want to write it, you can write as and customize your own way. So and inside the employee exception handler, you just add the one exception that is the exception handler, and which class you have to annotate it. That is the employee not found exceptions means if you need a employee not found exception, we just need to get from here. Yeah, save it. Yeah, will not get any error. So we in this video we will create the exception package and exception handler. And next video we will create a DAO class and controller or service package. There we have to perform a up, operations that is CRUD operation. So let's create the DAO package. Click on the parent package. Call and SE package. So employee management dot DAO package and finish it. And inside of DAO package, we need a class that is called control and class. Uh, the class name will be a employee DAO and finish. So in this package, and it is added as at the rate repository. So here What are the things we needed? First, we need a save employee, or you can say add employee. Save employee, add employee. So we need a method for that. So let's create the method public employee by formatting the package employee save employee, and we need a employee class object employee is equal to return. So we need one more thing, uh, that is a student student oh, sorry guys, employee repository. This is the interface which is present in repository package. So employee repository, it should be allocated as private and auto wired. So it will be automatically connected with the uh, repository package. So what we need here, return repository dot save. How we'll get this save? The employee. So we will get the save from the repository class. So let me show you that. So in this class, this is the interface employee repository extended by JPA repository. So we will get the save method from the JPA repository package. So yeah, we will get here repository dot save employee. So after this, we need to implement the this in as a service package where our uh, logic will be there. Whatever the logic will be right inside the service package. So that is called the clean code. So click on the parent package, Control N, get the package called dot service package, or you can say employee service package. Inside of service package, Control N, and create a class called employee service. Should be annotated as a service package, service class. Okay, correct. Service means staff logic will be here, and it should be auto-wired with the uh, DAO package, DAO class. So employee DAO, DAO, or DAO, employee DAO, and should be a private as well. Private thread of let's implement the our service method. So public response entity, response structure. Here we have a response structure is employee. It will be employee structure is equal to new response structure. Response structure, just creating the object of response structure. And what we need to do, structure dot set message. So the message will be a employee saved successfully. Saved successfully. Yes. Successfully. Okay. This will be a message. If the employee will be saved, then you have to show this message employee saved successfully. Then the structure dot set data. Data should be a means the employee now dot save employee from employee. Means what is happening here? Employed by DAO is a package of inside uh, DAO package, DAO class. Okay, so employee DAO it will getting from employee DAO dot save employee means it will be present inside the employee DAO class is a uh, save employee. So it will come from there and save it as it is. So employee DAO dot save employee is equal to employee is the object will be a employee tag. And third one is structure dot set structure dot set status code. What kind of HTTP status will be returned? That is a HTTP status. If you need a video on uh, this status code, you can mention the comment. I will make that video as well. Status dot that means we just creating adding the employee means whenever you creating the new employee is called it as a created. That's why created dot value we will get the status code as well. And what do we need to do? Return new response entity, response structure, employee, and return as a structure, comma, HTTP status dot created HTTP status dot created. There. Okay, this is done. And the next one is we have need of a controller package. So let's go to the parent package, control and CLS class, sorry, not class, package. CLS package will be a controller. Side of controller package, a class called employee controller. So it will be read as a at REST controller or controller. Okay. Yeah, and we need to auto-wide with the service package. For that, we need a employee service, employee service. It should be a private and put it as a auto-wired. That is called if you uh, wrote that dependency injection, you will know that auto-wired as well how it works. So let's do one thing. Go to the employee service and the first line of code. See, come to the controller, control V And here, what will you do to return uh, employee service dot save line would be a it would be a request body. So it should be annotated as a request body because we need to send the response as a JSON. Means there we have a the whatever the fields inside the table now we have to write all the things and get inside the database. For that we need a request body and it should be annotated as a at the rate mapping mapping value is the link of the our API is slash save employee employee and save it. The first one is done. That is the save employee. For check this, we need to run first. So let me go to the parent class. This one is the parent class where the our project will be started. Is here. So let's run this. So yeah, it will be running. Uh, it's running. So now let's go to the Postman to check our API is working or not. So you have to install this software. There is a Postman software which is used to check your APIs. You have to install this first, and you don't have to log in at all. Directly, you can use it after install it. If you not get use it, if you don't have that clarity to how to use it, and if it's not installed properly, you have to comment that it will not working fine. I will give you the reference of what you have to use instead of Postman. So open it. So this is my previously created project API. What we need to do, we need a HTTP colon slash slash localhost colon host colon 8080 slash. We need our API name that is a save employee, and we need a body to pass what kind of data you have to enter in your. Uh, for that, we need data in the JSON format. Let me write first, then you have to send. I have to show you. Yeah, this is JSON response that is written by me. Name is MD Shah, email shah@gmail.com, mobile number 058186, department, software department, joining date 12 to 2024. A salary will be 3,000, 30,000, and the password 1234. And we don't write the ID because the ID will be automatically generated. We don't need to write the ID here. And let's run it. Not run it, just send it. It's some error. Not LNF is null or transient means it's not mentioned anywhere. Null or transient. Okay, let me. Okay, let's run it. Send. Yeah, we will save the like. Let's go to the our database MySQL. Refresh it. Yeah, we will get the data. Uh, the employees are empty sharp. password 123, salary 75,000, department it belongs to civil. Here we have also one more data that is John Doe, that is secure password, 75,000 salary, and IT department. So that's all about this video. Next video, we will create four things or more, that is delete, update, and find by ID, get all the employee. Let's start the next is update employee for that. So if you want to confuse a little bit with the class interchanges, so what you need to do first, you have to open the controller. After controller, you have to down, not down, service. After service, you have to enter the DAO. After DAO, you need a repository package inside. Imply repository. After that, you need the entity class imply.java. So you will get the structured way. So you will not getting confused. So let's uh, do the things of update here. So copy this because the update is same as the save. Paste it and save. Here you have to update. Here update imply. Update imply a method name and employee is equal to here d dot repository dot save employee. Then let's go to the employee service package. Side of employee service class, you have to write the same thing here. Control C and control V. What you need to change here, instead of save, you have to write update employee. Update employee. Structure. Here, what you are doing, employee dot save employee. What you need to do here, what update update employee, and here message we have write it is employee updated successfully. Updated successfully. The data created. Okay, it should be created as well. Now, what you need to do? Go to the controller package, employee controller. You have to copy, paste here, and the name of this, yeah, updated, update employee. Click on save. Dot update. Dot employee. Instead of post mapping, it will be a put mapping. Mapping is considered as a updating your employee, and the API address will be a update employee. Done update now. Save it. Parent package, parent class, and run it. After run it, go to the Postman. Instead of post, you just write put. Instead of Amlishad, you write Raju. Okay. Suppose Ram. Ram. Okay. And the email will be Ram. mention your ID. ID is equal to what would be the ID of this? 2, I think. ID of the shard is 2. Okay, let's run this. Method not allowed to request post is a uh, once again, guys. Guys, here the API of this is a updated, right? Okay, run this and now, yeah, we will get employee updated successfully. So let's go to the MySQL and refresh it. Yeah, we will get instead of star, we will get ram at the gmail.com. So yeah, updated will done now. So after this, so the next we'll do is get all the employee. Means I need to fetch all the employee. I want to get all the employee data in the web page. So for that we need a method called get all employee. Will implement in the next lecture. Please get all employee. So for that we need a public list for the all the employee. If you have multiple employees, 2, 3, 4, 5, then you need a list. Get all the employee. So list for the space and import it as a util package. List employee and get all employee. Return a student repository. Sorry, employee repository repository dot find not that. Okay, the repository, not employee repository. REPO repository dot find all. It will be already present inside the employee repository. So you know that inside of the employee repository extended by JPA repository, where this method is already present to get the data from the database. What we do here, just get that method repository dot find all, that all the data will be get inside the repository, employee repository, and then go to the uh, service package to write your service logic. So before you go, just comment out and write the update employee. Fine. This will be a save employee. Save employee. Yeah, control M. Get all employee. Get all Y. Then write the public response structure. Uh, First, response entity and response structure and inside of list we have a student text. You can see a student, not a student. Employee. Employee. then get all employee, and what we need to do, list. For that we need a response structure. Side of response structure, need a list. Side of list we have a employee structure is equal to new response structure. So we are doing here response structure inside of list and employee. So we are just creating the object of the list employee inside the response structure, and list employee, getting the employee type to object, receive employee is equal to uh, employee down down dot get all employee. So what is happening here inside of list of employee? We're creating the object receive employee, and inside of this employee dot get all employee. So whatever the employee inside this employee dot means here, uh, whatever the employee is there in the database, it will come to the here, and here to come to the service package inside the employee data dot get all employee. It will be stored inside the receive employee. Then what we need to do, have to check it first. It will be available in the database or not. For that, we need if receiving employee is dot size. Okay, size is greater than 0, then you have to give me a data. So first need a structure. The message. The message will be uh, employee found, and the next will be structure dot set data receive employee. The data will be set inside the receive employee, and the structure dot set status code. So the code will be a HTTP status dot OK. Means you will get the data. Code will be a OK. And after this, we need to return new response entity, then response structure list of employee, and structure comma HTTP status dot OK. Remember this. Sometimes you have to write. You will be getting this out with the instead of HTTP status, you will get the HTTP status dot code. So remember that you have to write HTTP status dot OK, not HTTP status dot code. And otherwise you will get the error. Go to the employee controller. Before you go, just copying the first line. So you will easily get all employee. What to do? Return uh, employee service, employee service dot get all employee. What we need to do here, to getting all the data, we need to the get mapping, and what the API address should be a get all by right and Control C, save it and go to the main class where the our project will be started and run it. Yeah, starting. Yeah, let's go to the Postman. Instead of we need a new one that is a get mapping. Uh, HTTP status 800 control B. So get all imply and hit this end. Yeah, we will get the data. See, we will get ID1 John D. John the at the rate example.com ID and we will get the ID2, get the ID2, name, RAM, email, ram at the rate gmail.com, department civil, salary 7,35,000, joining date 2024 3 1, while number this and password 1234. Is get the only data. So this one is also done. So next video we will create a new one is that is a find by ID. Now the class present inside the util package. If I int ID return the repository dot find by ID. The this is the employee dog class where I write that find by ID. Then let's go to the service package to implement this find by ID. So for that, public false entity response structure second optional optional now the method find by ID change ID then this bracket and then just implement this our find by ID method. So that's one is response structure side of optional one. Then a structure is equal to new response structure. Also we need our optional employee creating the employee type of object here. Receive employee employee is equal to employee dot find by ID. I'm storing the ID of that the receive employee. And now what we need to do, just check the condition. If receive employee dot is present, when it's present, then only you have to do these things, that is structure dot set message uh, employee found ID. Then the next one is structure dot set data, which is employee. Structure dot set status code, status code, HTTP status dot accepted dot value. And what we need to do, just return it back, return new response and retrieve structure HTTP status, HTTP status dot accepted. Come out the if block, and also we need to throw exception, runtime exception. What if the uh, ID, that ID, particular ID is not present? For that, what they will do? So we need to throw new. The exception name is imply not found exception. Right? Inside of null, you have to write your message. Employee not found. Right? Not found. You can also mention the ID here. Yeah, this message will be completed. And now let's go to the controller package to get the our API. So import control C, first line of this matter. Go to the employee controller, to the here, paste it, and we need a return statement. Return employee service dot find by ID. And also we need to annotate it as a path variable. At the rate PATH path variable. So it will be treated as a path variable inside your API address. So at the rate post mapping, inside of post mapping. No, it's not the post mapping. We will getting data, no? So get mapping. Get mapping value is equal to ID plus, and we have path variable, so you have to write inside the curly brace. Inside the curly brace. And turn off ID find by ID. So let's go to the Postman and check this. Before you go there, you have to save it and parent class and it. Yeah, run it. Let's go to the Postman. Then request. Still it's running. You'll get the data. Here HTTP colon slash localhost 8080 slash find by ID and slash one. One is a path variable. So it will working fine. Fine. Next video we will create two more things remaining. That is verify by email and password and delete by ID. Verify by email and password. So what we need to do? Optional TIO and here optional here optional and here. So this is the our method that is a optional employee verify by email and password string email string password and end with semicolon because it is the this is the interface. Inside of interface we cannot write the method, so we just end with the semicolon to call it as a abstract method which does not have a body is called it as a abstract method also. So what we need to do at the rate query will be from which package. It will be from a data.jpa.repository dot query. So this will be imported from here. So before you import it, check it carefully and then import it. And inside of query, you have to write your uh, JPQL query, that is a select employee employ employee right e e where e dot email is equal to email and e dot password is equal to password passwords. So this is the query of our it. Yeah, this is the our JPQL query, which is deal with the our database. If our email which I we will enter and the password is true, then only we'll get the data. Otherwise, we will not get the data or we will not get login. So let's implement this method that is a verify by email and password. Go to the DAO class. So uh, here public optional STEMP employer verify by email and password, that string email parameter which needed is string password. Return the employer repo. So it's not a repository dot vary the password. Yeah. So what they are doing, just we are implementing that method which is present in the employee repository class, and the query which is select if from employee where e dot email and password is true. So whenever we do this, it will go to the employee repository and that fetch that query in the database. If it's present, it will be get back to the repository object. Then we'll go to the implement the our service logic inside the service package. That is the employee service class. Okay. Take response entity, response structure, null, employee, verify by email and password. Plain email, password, response structure. Just creating the object to bind with the our response. New response structure. So then we need a one more thing, that is optional employee, receive employee equal to employee now that employee if is present, so verify the email and password. What we need to do, if receive employee present, if it's present, what we need to do, just get the response by structure dot set message login successfully. Then the structure dot set data, see reply, structure dot set status code, that is http status, http status dot ok dot value. Then return new response entity structure comma http status dot ok, and come out of this block. And also we have to throw exception if we will not get this if the email and password is not true. For that we need to throw new employee not found exception. right? Email and password. Yeah, and let's go to the REST controller to complete our yes method. Just copy and paste to the first line. Enter employee service dot verify by email and password. Yeah, and then we also need to delete by ID int ID for optional by receive. Once again, yeah, receive employee is equal to find by ID. So after that, if receive product, receive employee dot is present, then employee repository repository REPO repository dot delete receive employee will be deleted dot get the that return true. If it's deleted, return true, else false. Else return false. Yeah. So this is the this implementation inside the employer DAO class. Employer DAO class. We just implement the delete by ID. The boolean delete by ID int ID. Yeah. Let's go to the service package to write the our logic. So go here and response entity response structure a string string delete by ID and int ID is here. Response structure string structure is equal to new response structure. Then we need a optional employee receive employee and provide employee is equal to uh, employee dot find by if it's fine if receive employee dot is urgent Then, first of all, write down dot delete by ID. After deleting is this, you have to print the message. For that, structure dot set message is equal to student delete by delete successfully, as you see successfully. Not the student, it's employee. Uh, Employee delete successfully. Then the structure dot set data equal to it not then the structure dot set status code is equal to HTTP status dot no content dot value, and also we need we have to return RETU return new response entity structure comma HTTP status dot no, and also what is not there, then row exception new employee not found exception, and write the message here, the employee not found. Okay, and the length here write this delete by RD. Copy this first one. We go to the controller package. Delete by ID. Control B. Return employee service dot delete. Yeah. Employee service delete by ID. Why will we getting this error? Because of here it will be not public. So that's why public should be there. And iterate path variable. Iterate path variable. Also we need a delete mapping. Then it's called a delete mapping. Value is equal to delete by ID. Also we need a ID here inside of curly braces. Okay, let's save it, run it. What we need to do just control. Sorry, here slash should be there. Slash delete by ID slash ID, and let's go to the Postman. So here, what will be this? Delete mapping URL. Take anyone. Go to the here. Remove it. Control V. slash control B. It's not a service, I think. Slash one. Okay, let's run this. Lead by ID. Here, see path. Here, two slashes there. That's why we will get this error. So let's check it here. See here, two slashes there. So remove one and run this. So always remember. So yeah, we will read this data. Let's go to the our MySQL. That's it. See, the first one data will be deleted. Okay, that's all about this video. Thank you for watching. If you want to more project like this, just comment below and like and subscribe for the other videos.